Now we have our backdrop in place and our two sprites where they need to begin. But before moving on, let's quickly review how you select a sprite from file. I go to the right of the sprite and I choose Upload Sprite from File. When I click on this button, I can choose any image file to upload as a sprite. In this case, my zombie was a .png file, which is an image file. So I select it and I click OK. Perfect. That worked out great, but I don't really need the zombie, so I will right-click on him and delete him. To get the interactive Scratch started, we will need to work with the zombie. The first thing that happens is I click on the green flag and the zombie starts in the lower right-hand corner. So I will go to the Scripts tab. I will choose Events and I will select when the green flag is clicked and I will drag it and place it into the code window. Then I will go to the motion because I want him to go to his current coordinates to start the interactive Scratch. So I will select Go To and I will connect it to when the flag is clicked, just like a puzzle piece. What are the current coordinates of my sprite? Well, I see my sprite here, so I will look to the upper right-hand corner and I see his X and Y coordinates. He's at the X coordinate 188 and the Y coordinate -87. I look here and my go-to goes exactly to those coordinates, X coordinate 188 and Y -87. That's perfect. Then when I clicked on the arrow keys, the sprite would move in those directions. So I will go back to the Events tab and I will choose when the space key is pressed and I will drag it into the code window. Now notice next to the word space, there is a little down arrow. If I select that, it gives me many options, and I want to do when the up arrow is pressed, then the sprite will move up. So I also need to think about the down arrow, the left arrow, and the right arrow. So I will drag 3 more of when the space key is pressed into the code window. Then I will change them to the down arrow, the left arrow, and the right arrow. Perfect. When I click on the arrows, I need the sprite to move, so I will go to the motion scripts. And I see here that there's move 10 steps, but if I do that, he only moves 10 steps in one direction. I need him to move in the X direction or the Y direction specifically. So I will scroll down and I will choose the Change X or the Change Y script. So here I select Change X by 10 and I click it to when the left arrow key is pressed. And I will do the same and I will connect it to when the right arrow key is pressed. When the right arrow key is pressed, I want the X to change by +10, but when I press the left arrow, I need the X to change by -10 in order for it to go in the left direction. So I click into the field where it says 10 and I change it to -10. Let's see if this works. I press the green flag and I'll push the left key and I see that my zombie goes left. Then I press the right key and I see that my zombie goes right. Perfect. Now I will choose the Change Y by 10 and I will connect it in the code window to when the up arrow key is pressed and the same thing to when the down arrow key is pressed. In this case, when it goes up, it's changing Y by a +10, but when it goes down, it needs to change Y by -10. So I will go into the field and I will change that to a -10. Now let's see if it works. I press the green arrow and I see that my zombie starts at his initial point, and if I push up, he goes up. If I push left, he goes left. If I push down, my zombie goes down, and if I push the right arrow key, he goes right. Perfect. Now I want to save my progress because I have sure done a lot.